to be.
Could it shatter?
We put this stuff in. Well, it's gonna have a lot less bounce. We'll see that in a second here. All right, so let's go ahead and put some of these in here real carefully. All right. So, what's it take to get liquid nitrogen? You gotta get things really cold, right? So we get things really cold, and we wind up. Let's go ahead and drop this in here. Now here's the thing.
Yeah.
Liquid nitrogen. Normally it's gas, right?
Yeah.
What happens if you heat up a gas? What happens if you heat up a liquid a lot? Turns into a gas. That's what's going to happen. This ball, just at room temperature, is warm enough to turn a lot of liquid nitrogen into gas, and we'll see that happening here. Okay, let that go, and you hear that boiling there.
Oh man.
That's liquid nitrogen turning into gas there. All right, you got liquid nitrogen turning into gas in there. Okay, now here's this balloon, right? Got this balloon. Molecules are bouncing around. The bouncing makes the balloon walls push out, right? Okay, but if we drop this in here, it takes, those molecules are not bouncing as much as they used to. I think we got a little full.
It's going to shrink.
It's my fault.
That's all right. It'll be more dramatic when it happens here.
Whoa.
We're starting to shrink there. Get it in there.
Me out.
There we go. But once those molecules don't bounce around as much, they take up less and less room.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. Now it's going.
Slide it on.
Are your gloves not freezing?
Not yet.
They're pretty thick.
Are you gonna pop them?
All right, so here we go. They take up very little room here. Once you cool it down enough, those molecules don't bounce around as much. All right, those molecules don't bounce around as much, and you wind up having them take up very little room here. But it's going to heat up, right? It's going to heat up and take up more and more and more room here. And
That's all that I want.
Is it gonna pop?
no, it's going to just go back to what it was before here.
If you dropped it when it was frozen, would it pop?
Well, it might crack.
We should try it.
Okay, it might crack here. So we can do that back and forth.
Can you like try dropping it?
Hey, what about the other ball?
Okay, we'll get back to that one in a second here. All right.
I think it's still in there.
We can also talk
Well,
about.
clearly, I was just wondering if it would break when you drop it.
Let's see here. A bunch of stuff here.
Andy, you getting this?
I'm getting it all.
All right.
It's gonna pull it. Hey, why are you gonna pull it out here?
It's still in there.
So if you talk about changing phase here, and talk about, well, first off, most things that are alive have a lot of what in them?
Energy.
Energy, true, but they're made up of they got a lot of what chemical in them? A lot of water in them, right? So stuff that's alive has a lot of water molecules in it. So we can talk about these things here.
Are they live? Or are they back?
Well, no, they're plants,
Oh.
plant parts at least. Okay, here we go. Here, an onion. Okay, so this onion's got a lot of water in it. All right, we cool it down. We slow those molecules down a lot. They grab onto each other harder, and they go from liquid water to solid water here. All right, and that's going to be. Let me go ahead and pop this in. Let's pop it in here. There we go. So you can hear again the water boiling as that gets up to temperature there. All right. Let's see if we can.
What happens if you put your hand in there with water?
Yeah, it literally is boiling. It's going from, the heat is making it go from liquid to gas. Heat's making it go from liquid to gas there. All right. Okay, so let's see. We had that rubber ball in there. I can see it. Let me see if I can pick it out.
Wait, so did you put that?
Well, we're just placing it in there.
It's cold.
I don't know.
Maybe it expands its form.
Flash freeze.
Well, what does water do when you cool it?
Hardens. It
Does it
expands.
expand or contract?
Expand.
Contract.
Yeah, when it freezes, it contracts. Remember. All right.
Because it's different than.
Here we go.
Mr. Pulley, what would happen if you put your hand in there
Wait,
without the gloves on?
Water freezing?
It was. I wish I'd brought a hot dog. I'd show that.
What?
You need to order lunch
Said
or
you should have brought a hot dog.
Bates go. Bates can only get lunch.
Hey, go get one.
I can put my hand in there.
Like a spoon or something here.
Basically expensive one.
Scoop of some sort. I'm trying to think what I got that I can scoop with.
Yeah.
We should bob
Hey, you
for
can
it.
scoop it up with the
Like
The what?
bobbing for hours.
And you
The beak of my break though. I want to get something nice and classy. Here we go.
Candy
Hold
bars
on
like
to your head.
So we can scoop that with this. Okay. I'm gonna go for that ball we put in earlier.
Mr. Paul, this might be easy to use.
Here's that ball. Okay.
That was
ready for this?
tiny.
1, 2, 3.
Oh no, it's gonna shatter!
Oh! That was crazy.
It's a racquetball. It's just a
I
racquetball.
got it, guys.
Sit on camera.
I missed it. I totally missed it.
That's all right. That's all right. They're doing it again next period, so we'll see what happens there.
I didn't know to follow it.
Now, here's the thing.
I got the aftermath.
These have got.
No thanks. Can I pick up a piece of my hand?
These have not a lot of specific heat to them. They warm up pretty quick. Okay? They warm up pretty quick. They're very cold right now.
Whoa, that looks cool.
Go ahead and get one. Go ahead and grab a piece there.
Oh my god, that's really cold.
Alright, they're very cold, but they're warming up real quick. They're not going to take heat from your hand to hurt your hand all that much. And then it'll be, yeah, let's play around with it a bit. As it's warming up, those molecules move faster. They don't hold on to each other as tight. They get more elastic.
That was nuts. Are we gonna?
I think they were serving potatoes today.
Oh.
They have hot dogs every day.
Well, they're probably closed up now. All right. So what else have we got here? We got. Let's see here.
Can we throw the onion?
Let's see. No, we're not gonna throw the onion.
Oh.
We're going to put on top here. The onion's probably just about done now. Go ahead and get this ready for the onion.
And I can't believe you missed it.
I was so focused on watching it. It was my fault. Yeah.
Haley, what's the downside of cooking with onions?
Show me the dress.
With what?
It makes you cry.
They make you cry, right? Okay, here's a way of getting that onion. Well, of course, just sitting there, they're not going to make you cry, right?
Right.
Okay, so cutting an onion, but there's a way to get the onion in pieces without making you cry here.
Get that magic chop thing.
All right, let's go ahead.